What's going on, Cancer? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of October 5th through the 11th of 2020. Thanks so much for being here. There's a lot going on this week. Big aspects. We got all the Capricorn energy with Pluto coming online. Big inertia and shifts moving forward. And of course, that's in your 7th house, and it's making squares to Mars, weird aspects to the North Node in your 12th house. And, Venus is making aspects. We'll go ahead and get on this chart so you can take a look at it. Of course, this Sun in your 4th is definitely having you focus on nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, feeling your emotions in a big way, and it's going to start squaring Jupiter at the end of the week here. So there's this build-up here, and you got to make sure that that relationships are actually a gift in your life, that they're not stressing you out, that they're nurturing you, that there's some sort of mutual, abundance here. If there's not, then it's just one of those weeks where there can be a lot of issues there for you. You've had a lot going on in your 7th house this year with these three doing retrogrades. I mean, your 7th house has been wild. So relationships are a trip right now. You got to learn to, now see the gifts. Things are going to start moving forward. Trust your intuition. Make sure that there's a nurturing aspect, especially this week. We do have Mars retrograde in your 10th. I think that you're trying to go far right now. You have a lot of ambitions and a lot of goals, but you almost have to just trust your gut, trust your intuition, take care of yourself right now more than anything, and those goals are going to play out. And with Pluto in square to Mars this week, and also Jupiter getting a piece too, there's like a big transformation and change that's trying to not only change partnerships, relationships, but bring you balance so that you can ultimately go further. There's a lot about your identity too, with this T-square kind of pointing almost at the empty Cancer house at the moment. You got to find what's right and divinely aligned with your identity. That's going to take you to the relationships that make the most sense. That's going to take you to the careers, how you're going to shine and reach the top. That's going to, do a lot and open up long-term plans as well. It's got to be aligned. It's got to be spiritually aligned. We have the North Node, quincunx Pluto. This transformation can only take place if you're like in your spiritual truth. And I mean, not that people, if they aren't spiritual, that they can't get there, but this is a big time with the moon there too on this North Node. There's some deep emotional stuff that has to be dealt with on a subconscious level to get the ultimate dream. It's like the more you can trust in spirit, the more this transformation is going to take place with relationships, within yourself, and within long-term plans in a big way. We do have Venus here making a trine to Uranus in your 11th house. There's definitely something about, being able to speak up for your values, your wants, your needs, what brings you comfort in life. And if friends, friends have to bring that. You almost have to have your friends see the ultimate uniqueness within yourself and your divine identity. And if they're not like seeing you, then there's no electricity with people right now. Relationships or just friends in general. You got to unplug and kind of like find out where you can connect that's on your vibe. And Venus is making weird aspects. It's also a sessi quadrant to Mars retrograde and to Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn this week. So I would say there's definitely, it's sticky speaking up for your like true, authentic, unique self right now, but you have to trust your intuition. You have to go with what actually is nurturing and brings you some sort of comfort in this life, and that's going to be what breaks you through to innovate and go towards the ultimate future in life. And then we have Mercury slowing down, opposing Uranus. Of course, Mercury in your 5th house, your love house. This is important for you to speak up for your love. Bring out the courage to have that come to mind, and it has to be in like this ultimate unique way. Uranus is trying to make sure that you're connecting to the right people in life through love, does it align with your identity? And you might have to have some out of this world experiences almost with groups of friends to align with the right ones, or to know that you're with the right ones already. And that's very important too. It's a big week. We also get that third quarter square when the moon moves into Cancer, into your 1st house, and squares the sun in your 4th. This is definitely a big emotional identity. Where do I want to go? How am I going to get there? And the trick is to trust that the universe has a plan. Ask God, ask Spirit, ask your guides for guidance to move forward. What is the long term? What are the relationships? How can I nurture myself better? these are little questions that have to be answered this week to elevate you and take you to the next level. So it's definitely a big week for Cancers. What's your card? The Knight of Wands. Say you have to go through and just be fearless and go with what aligns with your heart, what is going to bring your identity, its truth. There's definitely a lot of fire, I think, to move forward. I think this Mars retrograde in your 10th definitely wants you to, like, you know, you have goals and plans and you want to get there, but it's almost like you have to, like, ask God and surrender. We do have Neptune and Jupiter in sextile. Neptune in your 9th, Jupiter in your 7th. It's the ability to trust that, you know, the ultimate relationship is the relationship with yourself, and that's going to bring you relationships that you want, that are healthy, that make the most sense. And you kind of have to go in fearless this week to really bring out your love and passion and to be stimulated in a way that doesn't feel like you're just getting blocked left and right. I love you very much, Cancer. I'll see you next time. Peace.